In this corner of the world may just be a slice of Suzu's life, a picture of Japanese family formed and torn by the events of World War II, but it says so very much within it. I admire its presentation of the experience of living itself, the unending contrast of that which we have and that which we lose. Our lead, Suzu, is positive and resourceful, always with her head in the clouds. She's unconfrontational to her own detriment, and finds herself drifting through life like one of the clouds she's so often lost in, married off before she can even truly grasp it. But she keeps on keeping on, and finds love in this newfound family, falling for her husband's deep kindness. It becomes her home, the place she belongs, the place where she will give her best effort. Suzu is an artist, and not just one in the sense that she finds joy in the act of creation. Her experience of life itself is a creative one, as the film's stunning visualizations of such show us quite clearly, firing planes turning to splattered paints. She constantly applies her unique perspective as a means to make life meaningful, to stay strong in these tough times, finding creative ways to turn their scarce rations to a meal worth having, and ways to apply her creative skills through her many different avenues of life. As much as she is called normal, Suzu is far from it. It's just that her distinction is an inward one. I appreciate how it presents art as being something more than just the act of putting pen to paper. It's a way to cope with, understand, and engage with the world around us. Unfortunately, the difficult but joyful daily life of the Hojo family is challenged by the growing rapidity of air raids, the alarms becoming an ominous regularity, and with it comes loss. Suzu sees families lose their homes, and her older brother dies at war without so much as a single bone to send home. The tension is escalated when the daughter of her stepsister, Harumi, who she loves dearly, is killed right by her side at the blast of a delayed bomb. If only she had held her with the other hand, it would have been her, not Harumi, she thinks. If only I had acted faster, if only I had realized sooner, if only, all these if-onlys could go on forever. In this corner of the world doesn't sugarcoat it. Luck and chance define the lives we live, as unfair and stupid as that seems. It was pure chance that Harumi died and not Suzu. Pure chance that Suzu couldn't return to Hiroshima and thus avoided the bombing. Life is an unending set of variables that we do our best to operate within, all while being a variable ourselves, either for better, worse, or, most often, both. These events prompt the conflict more important to the film than the war, the conflict within Suzu herself. Just as losing her arm from the blast cuts away her ability to draw, it's like her grasp on life has been cut away. As she says, "I'm all wrong," like a drawing using my left hand. The world's greatest warship, Yamato, is sinking to the bottom of the ocean. The endless platitudes of "I'm glad this" and "I'm glad that." Suzu is sick of it. What is there left to hold on to? What can she hold on to? Espers of charcoal drawings can only get one so far. Her contrary emotions tear at her heart. She loves this family, this home, and yet she hates it. She feels guilty, unworthy, and she wants to leave, but also wants to stay. It is a kind moment from the oft-called Keiko, Harumi's mother, that proves an extended hand. "I'm sorry I blamed you. You can stay with us or leave, but make the choice for yourself." After drifting for so long, Suzu is for once asked to define her own future, and what she chooses is to stay. Keiko, despite being the one providing comfort, is likely the one most in need of it. She's lost everything and somehow keeps moving forward. She weeps, she longs for her daughter and for what she's lost, and yet she can still get up the next day and help prepare the day's meal. Her husband died young of illness, her business and son were taken from her by a resentful stepfamily, and then she loses her daughter too. It would be enough to turn someone mad, but even if Keiko may seem angry, she stays sane. She's strong, and Suzu too, as the film puts it, to stay strong. Kind, but strong. We know how the story goes. Japan surrenders. Though it is a final resolution, peace at last, it devastates Suzu. What was all their suffering for then? Why did they persevere? Were all those deaths in vain? All those lives lost and ruined, meaningless sacrifices? These questions would haunt anyone, because they're too close to truth, and surely won't fade easily, even with peaceful times ahead. But why persevere? Well, quite simply, there's still tomorrow and the day after that. There's next month and next year, a decade or two from now ahead of us. The choices we couldn't make, the past we cannot change. The future lies ahead of us in spite of that. Time keeps marching on. Even if we were slighted, or we feel we did wrong, well, the only thing left for us is the future. And the future's the most hopeful thing there is. So, what's the conclusion? For in this corner of the world, it's this. Smile. Crying's a waste of salt, isn't it? Hold on to those memories and smile when you think of them. After all she's been through, I'll keep on smiling is Suzu's ultimate dedication, her takeaway after so much suffering. Hold on to the warm memories of the past, and meet the future head-on with the loved ones still at your side. Take a chance on life, and take its chance in stride. It's not all bad. There's love and hope that can prove a guiding light through so much despair. Keep growing and changing, and make the best of your corner of the world. Life is filled with happy moments and sad moments, unexpected for better or worse. All we can do is look to the future, and, well, you might as well meet it with a smile. Thanks for watching. Special thank you to my patrons Talon, Frogus, and Roggle. If you want to support me, you can do so on Patreon, link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.